Doesn't it seem like everything unrelated has been brought together in a joke, featuring mutant turtles carrying the names of artists living in the sewer and eating pizza? Starting in the 80s and quickly taking the world by storm, becoming a favorite for many children, including the current generation, we delve into the story of the four Powder siblings who managed to become a sensation. In this video, we explore how this bizarre idea, including Marvel's series and the connection between the Governor and the Ninja Turtles, how drawings made on the kitchen table grew and evolved into a multi-million-dollar brand. Let's find out. Yes, okay. I'm responsible for the hair, says this duo, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, who operate as freelancers, writing and illustrating comic books in their own style. When Kevin moves to a new state and is in search of a local newspaper to publish his drawings, he meets and bonds with Peter. Together, they form a partnership and establish an organization they name Mirage. The meaning of the word mirage is an illusion, and they chose this name in a humorous way since there is no actual company involved. These guys are quite witty, in short. After this incident, the duo starts writing and illustrating on kitchen tables and countertops. During that time, their series, The New Teen Titans, and The Mutants of the East become incredibly popular. Novels, toys, and everything are in everyone's hands. Meanwhile, in November, the Inspiration Fairies visit the Kebab of the Month. At the same time, to amuse Peter, Kevin creates a drawing featuring a turtle standing on two legs, holding a ninja weapon. Below, there's a playful inscription Teen Mutant, mocking the Teen Titans and Exmoor mentioned earlier. Kevin proudly shows this drawing, and the duo bursts into laughter for hours. Then they stop and say, "Why not? Yes, it's a quirky concept, but maybe we can come up with something interesting if we pursue it." They start drawing, increasing the number of turtles to 4. However, a problem arises here. The comic will be in black and white because they don't have the budget for color printing. To creatively address this, the duo gives each turtle a unique ninja weapon, making it easier for readers to distinguish them. Taking inspiration from comic books, they give a similar story to Matt Murdock, incorporating a tale similar to that of Daredevil. "We wrote and drew the most beautiful comic book, but we need money to publish it." Responding to the calls for money, Kevin's uncle steps in and lends the duo $1,000. Our uncles, on the other hand, well, they make themselves scarce except on special occasions, but that's uncles for you. They print the first issue of Ninja Turtles in 3,000 copies, and these copies quickly sell out within a few weeks. Right after that, they print another batch of golden copies, and these golden copies also sell out rapidly. Look at the Ninja Turtles comic. They didn't write it with a one-shot concept. It seems like there will be a sequel. These guys didn't plan for it, but clearly, the story resonated. Now, what will they do? Well, before we get there, what is this Ninja Turtles all about? Ninja Turtles' first comic is in the action genre, and tells the story of mutated turtle siblings living in the underground sewers of New York, fighting against criminals. So, how did they become mutants? A blind man carrying a metal can, about to be hit by a truck, is saved by his own young side. The can he holds collides with a child carrying a box by the roadside, and the box, with its open tin lid, falls into the sewer. The 4 turtles inside the box survive the incident, but are covered in the mysterious green liquid from the metal can. In the sewers, they are not alone. They are accompanied by the vehicle that carried them through the sewer. Hamato Yoshi, a master Japanese warrior, currently lives with his pet, a rat known as Sprinter. While cleaning the turtles, he comes into contact with a liquid, and the next day, he realizes he has gained super intelligence. At the same time, his nightmares have doubled in size from the previous day. From this point on, he trains the turtles, giving them names of Italian Renaissance painters, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. The reason for training the turtles is to seek revenge against Shredder, who killed his master. The turtles, who hide from humans every time they come, become heroes who emerge at night to protect New York. The only human they don't hide from is a chef known for his blue wrap lightning. They also try to deal with an excessive ninja army. The term ayaktagm, a crowd on foot, is a momentary error in Turkish, and var m, and especially the attention of video fans has attracted the names of the creators, perhaps due to their great love for the continuation comic books. Who would have thought that this would continue in this way? Anyway, let's continue. Seeing the success of their creation, the duo decides to continue the one-shot story of the Turtles, saying, "Our pair has caught on." In fact, the debt borrowed from the uncle is paid off right after the first issue sales. Afterwards, with each published issue, the sales numbers steadily increase. While the calendars show the year 1987, Camel Peter finds another way to make money from the works. They strike a deal with the company Remax Toys for Toys. Well, there's an effective American marketing tactic to sell toys. You create a toy and make a cartoon series to promote it on television. He-Man and Transformers are good examples of this. Our ninjas go through the same process, resulting in the first Ninja Turtles animated series, which is also broadcast in our country and becomes popular. This first Ninja Turtles animation, accompanied by the festive music, is the product that turns our heroes into a phenomenon, almost airing throughout the year, with its final episode in 1996. It tells stories similar to the comics, but in a much lighter form than the adult-oriented and young adult-focused comic books. In fact, it is known that the creators of the series didn't particularly like the cheerful attitude of the animated series. However, in the end, it benefited the Turtles. Of course, Kevin and Peter also benefited from it. Money, 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 honey, the guys got rich. When our animated series started to lose in ratings to X-Men, which was being broadcast in every period, it chose a darker tone starting from the 8th season. It opted for a more ominous and dark theme, continuing for 2 more seasons before concluding with its final season. In the 90s, 3 films were made about our ninjas, and these movies became quite popular during that time, achieving significant success. As you can understand, the name Ninja Turtles has now become ingrained in people's minds, turning into a major brand. Due to this popularity, many comic book publishers start releasing comic books with similar concepts. Even Marvel, for a short period, seems to have taken notice, saying, "Are you imitating us? Hope not, guys." While something imitative imitates, interesting situations arise. As these situations continue in our videos, the gaming industry also doesn't lag behind. Over time, numerous games have been made about the Ninja Turtles, and they are still being made. The most popular among these games is undoubtedly the one released by Nintendo in 1989. The reason for the game's popularity is its challenging difficulty level. In fact, the difficulty level has been exaggerated to the point that it's nearly impossible for players to finish the game. Despite being such a challenging game, the released versions managed to strike a balance where the game doesn't become boring. The old games and their difficulties, another interesting topic mentioned. Another thing is the Ninja Turtles animated series that was revamped in 2003. This time, the animated series is closer to the atmosphere and tone of the comic books. In this animated series, an episode was born where the old ties were revisited. Finally, our Turtles also had 2 films supported by the popular action film director Michael Bay, filmed with real actors for the first time, and these films received positive reviews. Let's say that economically, they did well thanks to the income they generated from the tables. So, what lesson can we take from this video? If you're someone who loves playful humor, from now on, jot down and note everything in a corner. Who knows, when you throw out jokes, one day, you might become a world-famous brand, right? We hope so, just as much as you do. Now, we've touched on our nostalgia vein enough. Until the next video, see you.